Guys, I almost forgot about this one. This car is one of those things that, out of all my friends, there's only myself and two guys that probably even remember this car existing. But that don't mean it don't matter, right? Because if you're doing anything in hot rod, you're making memories. That's what we're going to talk about on this week's Monday Morning Memory from Pugliese Speed Shop. I don't even have any pictures of this car. I may somewhere. I know they're not in that book. I'm going to look through everything. If I can find them, I'll have the kid put one up here. If not, he just put something, I don't even know what it is. So, it's still 2003. And we're living at Chip's house. And we had a little crew, right? You always, guys, if you're in the military, wherever you're hanging out, wherever you're stationed at, you get a little crew that, and it's usually a couple guys from the same area, and then a couple guys from like nowhere you'd ever think of. And this crew was kind of, we just kept picking people up. I met Brandon, Chip, and Casey in China Lake. We got to Oceana, all Chip first, then me, then Casey, then Brandon. And we're all getting settled in there, and we meet Luis. Luis worked in my shop. He's an airframer. Guy's one of the best damn airframers I've ever seen. I have a picture of him, and we'll put that up here. This is actually, well, about 7 or 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. He was out in Virginia doing some kind of exercise. He was still in the reserves. I was actually still active at the time. So he shot up. We hung out for the weekend. It was great. But that's not what the story's about. I had my collection. I was already started. We've already talked about it. Now we've added the Dodge to it, right? And he was a Ford guy. He had an F-150 single cab, two-wheel drive NASCAR edition. This was a pretty cool truck, you know. So he had this thing. That was his only vehicle. He had a couple Mustangs back there, I think 60s. And now I want to say he's got a 69 or a 70 right now. And a Ford truck. Like a 54, 55, something like that. That's what he's got now. At the time, he just had the F-150. And he'd come down. We used to hang out in Elizabeth City. It was a small town. We really dug it. We'd go bowling, you know, drink a couple beers, that kind of stuff. Nothing crazy. Head back to Chip's house and, you know, mess around in the garage. He wanted old school. So he was doing the same exact thing I was doing. He's on eBay and he's looking. And he comes into work and he says, yo, I'm going to buy a Pontiac. I said, you're going to buy a Pontiac? Oh my God, for real? He said he found a 52 Pontiac Chieftain, 4-door. And it was dirt cheap. He paid a couple $100. Had the flathead straight 8 in it. I think it had the hydromatic. Sorry. Hydromatic. And it did a lot of work. I don't know how long it was sitting. I don't think anybody knew how long it was sitting. And he says, you guys want to go get it? So Brandon at the time had a beautiful 96, I think, Chevy dually, crew cab, long bed, 454 truck, two-wheel drive, just red with a gray leather, and God, such a nice truck. And he had a trailer with a winch on it, and we're like, let's go, dude. It didn't start off great. It was a day before Halloween. I remember this specifically. And I said, okay, I'm gonna get this truck. We go to leave work, and he said it's in Western Virginia. Those were his words. So it's okay. So this is MapQuest time frame. So it really wasn't, God knows what kind of traffic you're going to hit and all that. So we're supposed to leave work at like 8 o'clock in the morning. My leading petty officer was my buddy Josh, and he said, yeah, dude, go ahead, man. I don't care. Well, when I left, I was changing and walking out the door, get into the truck, and Josh coming out there. Hey, man, you can't go. Chief said you can't go. That's what you're talking about. Why not? Sometimes, guys, if you're the only guys with some qualifications, it screws you in the long run. And that's what happened. I was the only guy that was qualified to, I don't remember do what, but I had to stay. So Brandon and Luis, I believe they went and got something to eat, maybe napped in the truck, I don't know. And I did some work, and then after that was all done and I could get out of there, I ran out of there. I was not in a good mood, as I'm sure you can imagine. I had some choice words, and I left. Didn't matter, they still got the work out of me, right? But, so we get in the truck and we're cruising out. And I'm like, Luis, what? He's like, Western Virginia. Okay, man. And we are out there. Like, hills have eyes kind of stuff, right? And I'm like, bro, we started off in Virginia Beach. The state's not that big. It's dark now. It's great. So I'm like, oh, man. So we plan on being back that night. Because like I said, the next day was Halloween. I get there. We got to where Brandon's falling asleep. We're all falling asleep. We're beat down. And we find out that Luis didn't know there was another state called West Virginia. That's where it was. We get a room. I call Megan. I tell her, hey, we're going to get up first thing in the morning and get this car and come back. We're out in the, Luis kind of screwed us on this deal. Supposed to take the kid trick-or-treating. So we get up bright and early and we freaking haul ass. Guys, this car is beat. It is beat. I mean, if it was a sought after 2-door something, maybe, but a run of the mill, bottom of the line, and I'm not a trim level guy. Don't take this the wrong way, because I hate when people, no, I'm not that guy. But this, and I don't know. I mean, the frame was solid. The roof was solid. Got the floors and this high up on the doors done. Don't know if it was in a flood or something. A lot of parts missing off the motor. A lot of parts missing off everywhere. They started talking. I think he got it for $400, $300, something like that. He was let down. And then he felt bad that he drug us all the way there and all this stuff. And he thought he was getting a great deal. People could take pictures to make things look better than they are. And that's kind of what happened. So we loaded it up. We drug it back. We dropped it at Chip's house because he loved that. He really did, guys. I'm not even being sarcastic. He loved having old stuff around his car. He just loved it. So we lined it up with the rest of them. And he's like, man, Luis is always an optimist. He's like, I think what we're going to do, man, he's like, we can get that running. If not, I'll put a small block in it. I don't care. I'm going to cut the top off and make a tub out of it. And I was like, well, I wouldn't cut the top off. Anything. It's going to fall apart. It's all holding it together. But so that was his plan. And we I don't think we made it trick-or-treating. I don't think I made it back in time. I know I made it back in time to eat some of his candy, but that was probably about it. But these things happen, guys, right? So we, Luis messed with it a little bit. He cleaned it up and kind of saw what he was working with and all that. And then Luis was getting transferred. So he's like, hey, man, I got to take off, but just take this car, dude. And I was like, what? He's like, oh, it's a Pontiac. You love Pontiac. Just take the car. So he's just trying to figure out a way to get rid of it. So I took the car. And he's like, what are you going to do with it? You going to do the tub thing or this? And I was like, I don't know. So it sat there until our house was built. And when we were moving all our stuff out of Chip's place, I was like, hey, I'll get this thing out of here for you. He's like, whatever. He really didn't care. But I listed it for sale. I want to say it was on the green sheet again. May have been eBay. But a father and son came and looked at it. And they were like, hey, man, they had all these ideas. And even after seeing it, I mean, I told him I did not oversell this car. I probably beat it up a little more. And I think I had listed for whatever Luis had bought it for, $300-400. And they came and got it, and they were like, we want it, we want it, we want it. They absolutely love this car. The two of them were so excited to take it. So we made the deal. Again, I didn't have a title or anything. I just said, yeah, this is mine. Go ahead. And they drug it out of there. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm hoping they made a really super cool father-son project. Some kind of lead sled, custom with a K type of build. And still enjoying it today. That's all I like to think. I really have no idea. But, yeah, another car I owned and didn't do anything with. But this was more of a mercy thing. Let me get Luis out of this jam.
I can get you out of this jam.
So, thanks for watching, guys.